Hey, you guys, it's your girl Jamekia coming back. Just to talk a little bit more with you about getting your life together. All right, so I taught you guys a little bit about the very, very, very basics of savings. When you ain't got nothing with nothing to rub nothing together. That was pretty much like my second video. But I want to get into more detail about savings. And one of the things that I learned from one of my friends who is amazing with money. So let me tell y'all, I've been around the world. Wait, y'all, I got a personality. It's just gonna show. I'm trying to be serious in most of these videos, and I will get a little bit serious, okay? But I'm all over the place, and y'all just be there with me, okay? Um, but one of the things about it is, I have had some millionaire friends. I've had some $1,000 friends. I don't think I've ever. I might have met a billionaire, maybe one or two. Been in the room, shook a couple hands, rubbed a couple elbows. I've been around some people, but as far as people where I've been able to really ask questions and ask what was one of those things that you know helped you make that shift to get you from you know here to there, and one of my friends who's really, really, really good with money. She told me, she was like, it was really having different accounts for different things. And when she said it, it dawned on me and it made me think about when I transitioned from college, immediately from college, and having my first real career job where I had good money coming in, and had the first time I had, some double digits in my bank account. But I had some real numbers in my bank account. And I was like, okay, yeah, I did have multiple savings accounts. And the reason why I want to highly recommend this is because one, sometimes when you only have one account and you see numbers in the account, you be thinking you got money and you don't. And I definitely know I was one of those people who. And tell me if this y'all, because I know I'm not by myself. Matter of fact, you ain't really got to tell me, but you can. Sometimes you'll go to the ATM, you checking to see how much money you got in your account. You be like, okay, cool, smooth. Go to the store, spend your couple dollars, go over here, spend your couple dollars. You go shopping, do your couple of things, make your rounds, for the little weekend. And you see your account, maybe you don't do nothing for a day or two, and you got something that's pending when you go check it online, and you thinking, oh yeah, okay, I got me a couple extra little dollars, and maybe this has happened to you once or twice. You go to you know, spend that money. You go to spend that money, and you realize, now your account in the negative. That happened to me. I was in my 20s. Um, I'm still in my 20s if I look like it. But yeah, so you go and you realize like, oh, I overdraft. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know, something that hit twice, or something ain't right. And one of the reasons is because we don't do the checks and balances. When I was in middle school, I remember getting they had this in a math class. What was the lady name? Oh, I can't even think of her name right now. I can picture the math class, but we were sitting in class. They had these little fake checks, and pretty much this little thing right here, this little boom, they had one of these, and they would have us do the little checks and balances. You put in how much money you have over there. You put in the amount that you're supposed to have. You put in whatever the cost is. It's gonna be a negative here. I'm gonna do a little example. So this was when we had checks. Y'all don't do checks no more. And you don't have to necessarily have a check in order to do this, but you can have you a sheet of paper or a notebook, because people don't do this. They don't do their checks and balances. They don't balance their books like a good bookkeeper is supposed to. That's you supposed to be your number one bookkeeper, your transactions. So say for instance, you go to Walmart. Today is the 25th. I got another screen over here, y'all. So don't mind me. So anyway, Today the 25th. Say I went to Walmart. We bought groceries. You could do that. You could put groceries. Maybe you could put gas. I'm gonna say gas. Gas was $40. Did y'all see the price of gas? It's just steady going up. But $40. So you went, you bought $40. Let's say we our balance in the account, let's say we just got paid. How much y'all get paid? We're gonna start off with something low. We're gonna say in the bank account, it's like, let's say it's $500 in the bank account. Cause I want it to look like we got a little change. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look like it's balling, but I ain't trying to look like we broke, but that's broke money too. But for some people that's a lot of money. For me right now, that would be real cute. But anyway, so what you do is right here, you would put you put the date. If it was a check, you would put actual what check you wrote. But we're gonna disregard that because people don't do checks no more. You put the date, you put Walmart, you put gas, whatever the description is. You could have put food or whatever. You put the amount, $40. You start out with 500, so we're gonna subtract that from the $40 from the 500. That leaves us with 460. So in here, we have 460, right? So anything else that we do for the day, we're going to write it out that way. Whether it is getting money, receiving money, or it's exiting out of the account, it's all going into this little book for us to know our whereabouts of our money. So now, if you look on your bank statement, you pull it up, you're like, oh, it looks like I have $530. That's not the amount you have because you've paid, or utilized, because I try not to say spend as much as I used to. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But you've utilized some of the funds that's in the account. You want to make sure that you maintain your funds in this little book and you stick with this. Now, what you can do is after a certain number of days or a week or whatever, is go back through and make sure your statement in the book adds up and see if there's any discrepancies. Now, excuse me, a discrepancy means that there's something that does not align, that something is missing or something is not showing up, then there's an issue and you want to make sure that you look line per line, and this is a line item. That's why they're different colors, right? So this color, you're going to go line per line with your account to see what's happening. So I'm gonna give you some other examples. We're gonna keep this video a little bit shorter. I'm trying to make sure I maintain times. Um, because I do want to talk about having multiple savings accounts. But I guess, this one will be about balancing the checkbook a little bit. So let's say it's been a week, we've had a couple different things. Remember, we talked about getting paid um, weekly. So I'm gonna put a couple different items in here. Let's say we had gas. We went to, I know some of the girls like to go to Target and maybe they got some clothes. I don't know what y'all do over in Target. I go and walk around not often at all. How much they cost over there? Y'all spend about 60. Target seems like she look expensive sometimes for no reason. But we're gonna say we spent about 60 in Target, right? Um, maybe when we went out to brunch, we had a good time brunch with the ladies. We're trying to be, save a little money because we can't do all the things we used to do because we're on a budget. Okay. So brunch happened. We spent $40 at brunch. I know that's impossible, but you gotta tighten the ring somewhere. Let's say you spent $40 in brunch, but let's say your boyfriend gave you your money back and you got that Zelle did it. Okay. He Zelle you your money back. You're gonna have $40 back. Praise the Lord for the boyfriend. Or fellas, maybe your mama blessed you because it was your birthday and she said she loved her baby. Okay? I don't know. Make up whatever story you want to make up, y'all. I'm just trying to, give y'all some numbers. And then who knows, y'all? I'm just trying to put something down here. Y'all, I wish y'all really was live with me so I could really have somebody to talk to, help get some of these ideas out on this paper here. But nonetheless, I ain't paid no bills. Honey, let's that's probably what we need to do. Pay like the electric. Y'all pay y'all whole electric bill? I hope y'all do. I might just put y'all down for a partial payment. Now I'm gonna put y'all down for $100, a whole payment. Some of y'all might be like $100. Well, I cut off everything over here. We light a candle because we ain't doing it. But no, I'm gonna do that for another day. But you can unplug things out the walls, y'all. Y'all can get y'all electric bills down. Just plug up what's necessary. I do keep the lights on. The AC runs over here because I do not do hot. Um, but yeah, electric bill. What else y'all have, y'all? We probably been going out in the streets a couple times, so we don't went to gas at the pilot. I don't do pilot really. Let's go to the Wawa. And I'm not hating on pilot. I'm sorry if y'all, if y'all do if y'all do them, I don't got nothing against them, but the pilot over here, they tear up your car. And I'm just being honest, but allegedly, that's what they do, allegedly. To each his own. And what else? The phone bill. How much y'all phone bills cost? I try to do even numbers, y'all, because I want it to look good with my calculations. Because y'all ain't gonna talk about me in math, because I am not the math teacher, but I could do a little adding and subtracting. I could do a little something. But anyway, so this is how your book would look, you guys. You would have your dates here. You would have your descriptors, whatever it is. You could be as detailed as you want. You would, if you're subtracting funds, it would be here. If you're adding, you would do it here. When you do your line item to make sure that they went through, you are going online to verify. There is this area here where you can check to make sure that they were processed out. Make sure there's no discrepancies. And then of course here is where you'll verify the amount that's left in your account, your transactions, for all your transactions. So you want to make sure that you're balancing your books. And this is what you're going to go off of. When you're trying to get your finances together, you need to get you one of these. And if you don't have one of these, and I need to erase this because I probably need to use this. I'm gonna keep this in the let me put example on here. Oh, I can't write it that big and keep but anyway, I'm gonna write it to the side. Example book. Okay. So we're gonna come back and forth to this when we're doing it. Okay. This is my example book with us. I'll go to the bank and try to see if they'll give me a couple more. But like I said, you can use it, you can do yourself a spreadsheet, whatever have you, but get one for each account for yourself. Just like I put an example at the top, you can do savings account. You could say housing savings, food, what are that's not what I wanted to do. Um, whatever it is, because I'm gonna do one more video at least tonight before tonight is out and talk about different types of accounts. But you can have these little books, have them together wherever it may be. Have yourself a main account and draw funds from that main account. That's the one you want to keep up with. The other ones, you'll have it, you'll dictate in it, but have those just be a little bit separate, and those accounts are for whatever you stated that they're going to be for. So this again is just one other way to keep you straight as you're starting to get your finances together. You become a little bit more responsible with your finances, responsible with yourself. Your money's going to grow because you're going to grow as an individual. It's a reciprocal thing. And then again, as you flourish, your accounts are going to flourish. And then you'll be able to develop those accounts into other things. Just like I said, stated in the other video, then you can take some of these major steps that you see people taking where they're talking about insurance investments, IRAs, 405, 405, Lord. I mean, 401(c). That's a what you call it. Five, no, that's another one. Y'all, I got so many things I want to talk to y'all about. I need to write them all down. I need to write some of it down. I don't want to write it all down because I'll overwhelm myself. But um, I was just looking at IRA. That's why IRA was the one to come up for me. But 401k, IRA, 401k, Roth IRA, 403b, that's for teachers. Yeah, there's a number of different savings accounts that you could do with your jobs, depending on what type of jobs that you have. However, if you just want something that you have access to right here, right now, these are some ways that you can get started now. And again, don't jump into choosing some of those things just because people are talking about them. You want to make sure you make a very informed decision. And we're going to be talking about those different accounts just to give you some basic level knowledge. And I want to make sure that you guys are clear with what you're selecting. And sometimes when you I'm not going to dive into it. Before you make your decisions, come through some of the videos that I post and make sure you understand what you're getting into. Make sure you ask and pose certain questions to the individuals who are signing you up for these accounts to make sure that you have things squared away for yourself and your family and that you are being taken care of. You don't have to sign up with nothing from me, absolutely nothing. Um, if you choose to do something with me, have a conversation. That's the biggest thing. I'm gonna be providing you with a lot of free content. If you choose to have a conversation with me, have a conversation with me. But what I want to do is provide you with the knowledge to have so that when someone comes up as a representative and they're choosing to be a part of your family and represent you and your family, that you have all the information that you need to move forward to make the right decisions for yourself so that you can be financially sound and stable. Sound so you can understand what is being said to you, the decisions and choices that you're making, and stable so that whatever you choose is going to really work for you and that you're not left messed up at the end of the day because that pisses me off. And I'm going to leave it there because I was about to go on a whole little tangent. But again, y'all come through, watch the videos, take the information, do what you will with it. All right. So like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.